how's your morning going today? Did you wake up and then immediately feel amazing and just like smell in, I don't know, the morning dew and just go, like a Disney princess?
There was a nice sunrise.
That is true. That part was very, princessy. But the rest of it, maybe you didn't have that kind of a morning. Maybe this morning you woke up and immediately doubts hitting your head, right? The frustrations over who you are, where you're at, what you're struggling with, what your life looks like. All of the things come flooding in. Can I remind you that is the enemy, right? The enemy comes in. His whole thing is to kill and steal and destroy your joy, destroy your peace. Remind you of the areas where you've messed up so that you don't believe the things that are true. But just because he's actively trying to hide the truth doesn't make it any less true, which is why we have the morning focus, a reminder of who the Bible says God is and who God says that you are.
In Colossians 1:13-14, it says, "For he has rescued us from the dominion of darkness and brought us into the kingdom of the Son he loves, in whom we have redemption, the forgiveness of sins." That's such an amazing promise of redemption and forgiveness of sins, but you may struggle with it. I know there are times that I do. Maybe you struggle with things that you've done in your past. You're like, you don't understand what I've done, or even worse yet, you're like, well, you don't understand what I'm struggling with. I haven't moved past this yet, so how can I be forgiven or redeemed? And then that's when that thought kicks in of, will I ever get past this? Will I ever be able to stop doing these things I know that I shouldn't do?
It's so hard to sit there. So if you're there this morning, man, we empathize with you. That's so hard to be in that space. But the truth is what we can come back to as our anchoring point. Just no matter how hard or real those thoughts feel, doesn't make them more accurate than the truth. The truth is about you today is that you are fully rescued, fully forgiven. You are redeemed. And we can say so. We can remind ourselves of verses like this one in Colossians to come back to this truth that you are redeemed.